Good morning to everybody and welcome. Welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. Club. And today I come to you from an absolutely iconic location. I'm up here on the overseas passenger terminal at Circular Quay, and as you can see, we've got the magnificent Opera House in the background as a backdrop, and if I pan around you'll see the beautiful, beautiful city of Sydney in the background. How glorious is that? I always make a point to come down here. As you can see, it's winter, middle of winter, and I'm with a t-shirt. It's mild. It's an absolutely beautiful day coming up. Magical weather. And can't complain. That's one of the things that I absolutely love about Australia, is that you don't have much variability in the climate. So summer, winter, spring and autumn are quite mild and beautiful, so you can get to enjoy the whole year without having to change your wardrobe significantly, and make the most of the outdoors. Because the outdoors is a great way, or a great characteristic of living in Australia. So make sure that you take advantage and make the most of the beautiful outdoors here in Sydney, and regardless of the weather, make time to come down and check things out. So while I got you here tonight, or this morning, I'd like to just touch base with you on a topic which is near and dear to my heart. And the topic that I want to talk about today is about diplomacy, the dangers of diplomacy. One of the things that I've learnt in my life is that it's pretty important to be a polarizing sort of character, and to polarize people so that the people who you get on with, you know who they are, and the people who you don't share the same views with, you don't spend as much time with. One of the big problems in life is if you don't polarize and you want to be all things to all people, what you'll find is that you'll be hanging around people and you won't really know what they think about you and what their opinion is about you. So remember, the diplomat, what's good about the diplomat and what's not so good about the diplomat? People who are diplomatic are in one way two-faced, because diplomacy comes from the Greek word meaning a dual nature. So if you've got people always telling you what you want to hear, or just saying things just to appease you and to make you feel comfortable, then you don't really know where you stand. And in terms of growth and development, it's important to have a benchmark, to know where you are in terms of your relationships with people. Because just recently I read a book called The Friendship Formula, where the author actually says something which is quite dramatic and would be news to a lot of people. What he basically said is that 50% of all the people who you consider to be your friends, when asked by a third party, would just see you as an associate or a person that they know, and not a friend. So it's important to get the sieve out, the sotiri, as my mother used to say, and make sure you know where you stand with everybody, so that you invest time with people and in relationships which value your time, value your contribution, and value you as a person. A lot of young people, and I was probably one of those, when you're younger, you're very reluctant to polarize people, because as a young person you just want to be popular. You want to be popular with everybody. But as I alluded to earlier, the older you get, that notion of popularity is no longer a driving force in your relationships, and what you really want is authenticity in friendships, and you want genuine friends and genuine love who will support you in your hour of need and be around for the important days of your life, and not just all the good times. Remember, life has ups and downs, has good times, average times, and bad times. So you want to be able to have a small circle of people who you can depend on and who they can depend on as well. So where's this taking us for young people? I've got the light opening up and dying off over there, so I just need to move around. So where does this lead us? So basically, for young people, is to be very, very selective with the people that you hang out with, selective with the people that you share your secrets and you confide in, because the wrong choices can be quite damaging over the long period. You don't want to be sharing intimate secrets and stories with people who one day will be laughing at you and using it against you. I think it's Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn is one of the very, very successful the late Jim Rohn said that you're an average of the 5 people that you hang out with, and that is a remarkable sort of thing to think about. You're an average. Let's say it again. You're the average of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. And it makes sense, because if you're sharing a lot of time with people, it means that you've got a lot of things in common. And if you've got a lot of things in common, then that will eventually filter into your personality, to your character, to your thinking, to the way you see the world. So it's important just to take account and reconcile every now and then the people that you have in your life that you're spending most time with, and make sure that that investment in time with those people is something that's going to help you grow and develop and be a better version of yourself. And by the same token, it works in the reverse as well, that you can help them grow and develop and become the best version of themselves as well. How beautiful is this? Where else in the world can you be half an hour from a beautiful harbour like this and see the ferry boat coming in with the Opera House in the background and beautiful Sydney in the background there as well? Absolutely fantastic. Anyway, so once again, this is a challenging topic because a lot of people are uncomfortable about talking about these sorts of things. But when I was growing up, I thought that diplomacy was the best way to be, to be diplomatic with people so you don't create problems or have enemies. But as I said before, with time you grow up and develop and start to realise that it's more important to have a small circle of people around you who respect you, who enjoy your company, who want to spend time with you and see you and rate you as one of their friends, and somebody who can assist you and your family to grow and develop, and vice versa, that you can have many shared moments with them which will be everlasting. Now, the last thing we want to do is to have a whole litany of friendships that are no longer valid or available in our lives, and everywhere you go to be with people who you're no longer friends with. So be selective, be very, very cautious, be cordial. It's great to have a big circle of people that you get on with and that you see on a regular basis. But in terms of your friendships and your circle, your intimate circle of people who who you depend on for daily motivation and for financial advice, relationship advice, and all of these things. Be selective, because at the end of the day, as we've said before, you end up becoming the average of the 5 people that you hang out with. Anyway, well, that's a tough topic to talk about. So once again, thank you very much for spending some time with me and being with me on this beautiful morning. We'll finish off with our positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel great. To all my friends and family, stay connected, stay loyal to each other, help each other grow and develop, and most importantly, try and not be a diplomat. Try and shape your future, and basically make the most of the circle of friends, and be the best possible friend you can be. Anyway, take care. Wishing you all the best on this beautiful day, this mild day. Look, t-shirt, middle of winter. Who would have thought? But this is Sydney, beautiful Sydney. Anyway, bye for now. We'll talk again. Ciao. Yeah.